So guys, I'm going to be giving you an in-depth view of what this game is like. So you come with these player stands, and I'm guessing they're hidden in here. I haven't opened this yet. These are lineup cards, capsule core cards, score cards, and whatnot. And I'm still a little unclear on the rules, but I'll try to understand them a little more just to get a more profound understanding of how this game works. I'm a little tired, so I might get on the first go, maybe not, but we'll see. It's pretty basic. This is the main stage stand, and you got these different levels. These are the characters you punch out. This is the background, and these are the dragon tokens on the back. They have like different instructions that you have to follow. Alrighty. And then on the back, just the names. Yeah, so all you have to do is build this up. So, yeah, let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so check this out. I had to use some super glue to try to fix these edges. Now, there's a downside to this thing. It's made out of paper, and some of these edges here were a little bit raggedy, so I just had to kind of glue them back into place to preserve their integrity. I also had to take each of these steps because you have to actually fold them at this spot, this corner here. It was actually flat. You have to fold them. Took some super glue, lined it along this edge here, so that way when I fold it over and hold it in place, it could stay permanently like that, because it will not stay on its own. So let's go ahead and apply these things right into there. Okay guys, so I set it up. It's going to be a little bit tricky to try to fit these in. Like I said, I had to use super glue. Not only does it keep these things together, but also hardens it. It's kind of a tight squeeze, a tight fit. So it goes from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 10. Of course, Shenron's at the top. And what you do is you gotta actually put it in the box that it came with. Alright? And this basically is the whole game set right here. So it's pretty obvious that you need to just pop these things out. You grab one of these stand things and you just grab a character right there. Stick them in there like so. Bam, and then you just start lining them up on these things as per the rules. So apparently, from what I can understand, this game is about leveling up. So basically you start with something like this. Each player gets one of these lineup cards, and right next to it is where they tally up points at the end. So each round seems to have 3 phases. First phase is like the placement phase, where you look at your lineup card, and depending on the number of players, it's going to have to be 3 to 6 players. And easiest number to figure out how many players each person places on this thing, you have to divide the number 12 by the number of players, with the exception of 5. 5 seems to be like an off number. So if you were to have 3 players, 12 divided by 3 is going to be 4. So each of the 3 players has to start clockwise, starting with the youngest player. I don't know, that's just the rules, and placing them on a level here. Now if you had 4 players, obviously 3. 5, because there's 13, there's going to be 3 left over. And if you had 6 players, obviously each one gets 2. Same thing goes with the no cards. There are 12 no cards total. That means same with the number of players. There's going to be 4 no cards for 3 players. It's going to be 3 no cards for 4 players. It's going to be 2 no cards for 6 players, and for 5 players, they're going to still get 2. It's just going to have 2 left over. And each person gets a yes card, and they're all color coded so everyone knows which one is theirs. And these are the cards you're going to use to decide who gets to be voted to the very top. Alright, let's see if I can go through the intricacies. So, suppose a person has this lineup, right? Each person gets a lineup card, and they got to keep that secret, alright? So, suppose they do something like this. So, I got Trunks. I'm the first player. Naturally, I'm going to want to put him up here on level 4. Now, it's got to be between 1 and 4, alright? And the whole goal of the game is to try to get up to 10. That's when everyone decides to vote yes or no. If there's even one no, that character is going to be thrown out of the game unless they get like a specific card like this to play, which obviously allows them to go to level 0. Now level 0 doesn't mean they're taken out of the game. It just means they get a chance to level up. It's just going to take a while. And the whole goal is to get most of your characters that are on here to level up to the very top. That would mean you take the points on each side. So if, say, Trunks managed to get all the way to the very top and everyone agrees on a yes, because maybe, I don't know, each player card ended up having Trunks, each player's lineup I should say, then each player would get, the round would be over, and each player would tally up whoever got what. So say hypothetically if Piccolo was on level 5 right here and Krillin was on level 3 and Android 18 was on level 4, Goten was on level 4 as well, and Bulma was on level 10. Well, actually only one player can be on 10. Level 5. So, obviously 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5 and then 10. And whoever has the total wins that round. And of course you gotta go for the grand total. So each round has 3 phases. The placement phase, the movement phase, and the scoring and voting phase. So basically at the very start of the game, each player looks at their cards, and like I said, we start with Trunks. So let's just say, hypothetically, I'm just going to whip out a couple of other ones. Oh, look at that. A Trunks right off the bat. Somebody took Trunks, so I guess if I was the next player, I'd go for Majin Buu, and I would put him up on 4. I'd put Trunks on 4, and then the next character, the next person in charge, they see, oh, Boo's up there, and Trunks is up there. Boo and Trunks. You know what? Chi-Chi's next up. I'm going to put her on 4. Now, here's the thing where it gets tricky. See these things here? Each of these has like an instruction. On level 5, you got to actually put 4 of those. Okay, so let's just say since we did 3 cards, that means each person's got 4 characters. And each person picks. Well, I'm just going to randomly put them throughout. La da da, la da dee. It doesn't have to be, there's no set, method or rhyme or reason for this, okay? And then, eventually you fill up. It just depends on, the players who wants to put who where and such. Now, each level is supposed to have 4 characters. As you can see, we got 3 at the top, so I got to put a Dragon Ball to make up for it. Look, as a matter of fact, I didn't even realize I did this. 3. Just for sake of argument, I'm gonna put Piccolo over here, and I might just move a Krillin here and a Videl here, and then you have 2 Dragon Balls over here. Now the reason for this is because 4 spaces have to be occupied. Android 18 is left over, because like I said, it's a weird number, so she starts at 0 for whatever reason. Okay? And I guess it just all really depends on the lineup cards and people's preferences. So the whole point, each turn somebody tries to level up to level 10. So, say I want to level up Krillin. Because there are no spaces occupied on the next level, I could just flip this Dragon Ball card over and put him up there. Now you gotta look at what it says here. If it says play immediately, like here it says go up a level. Okay, I can move Krillin up a level again. Oh look, another Dragon Ball card. What does it say? These are awesome because you don't have to play them right away. You can wait till later to play them, even in another round. This one you can save till the end of the game to tally up points. Now this has neat rules because if you ended up not scoring anything at all, no points whatsoever, the entire time, you automatically get the highest score, 33. So it's like a weird handicap. I don't know, I think it's probably something rare. But once somebody gets to the very top, it's where they got to take out all these Dragon Balls. And then they got to vote on the very top. If it's all no's, if there's even one no, you know, that character's out unless, like I said, you play that card. Now, if everyone votes yes, that's it. That person is the champion of the game. Level up to the highest. And everyone tallies up their votes. Now, suppose you want to draw a Capsule Core card. Appears the only way you can actually do that is if your Dragon Ball token says something like this. Draw a Capsule Core card and play immediately. That means you got to do it that round. It says force another player to vote first and face up. So, you know, as you play along, that's what you got to do. And also keep in mind, sometimes you might have certain conditions where a player might actually force a character to go down a level. For example, if they end up drawing this token from one of these that could be under, there's multiples of this, then they would end up going down. So I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. It's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. It's just slightly confusing. But like I said, it's depending on the number of players you have, the game can be fairly quick. I mean, from what I understand on the box, it could take up to a half hour, shortest time being around 10 minutes. And the most number of players you have, it's 6. You have to at least have 3. And, you know, of course you get a discard pile. And there you go. You play 3 rounds of this, and you are good to go. And that's pretty much a crash course in this game. As putting away is concerned, yeah, it's kind of a pain, but you'd end up having to disassemble this. Like I said, I'd be very careful. Just do this gently because of these tabs here. I had to fortify this with super glue because this is paper, alright? It's pretty sturdy, but you know, after wear and tear from repeatedly playing this, that can happen. They also give you these little baggies so you can put these cards in such a way. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it. Each player gets a lineup card, and they keep that stuff secret and whatnot. I mean, it comes with a rule book. I know it's slightly confusing, so I hope this helps clear it up some if you decide to ever get this game. As you can see, at first it looked like it was terribly complicated, but it's really not that bad to deconstruct. I managed to fit everything, all the pieces, everything into one whole box. Simply, rule book and all, score pads and all. Simply put it away. Try to one-hand this. And you're done. And don't even worry about running out of score sheets. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You can just, if you play this game enough, you'll know you just need to just tally up who's on who, and then 3 rounds, and that's it. So yeah, that was pretty much my birthday gift. So I look forward to playing this on many winter nights when it's snowing outside and maybe there's not a good marathon on, or maybe I decide to binge watch it all but have it in the background. while munching on some pizza and maxing all Goku style.